Good evening, everybody. It's my post kickboxing live. I quite like this habit of going live after my kickboxing session. So, on a Tuesday evening, as part of Fighting Fit Together, I run an online kickboxing session, 6:30 till 7:15. So, here I am. We've just done it. We've just done our weekly workout together, and I love it. I really do. And being honest, as always, I'm tired today. I'm lacking energy. And before it, I was thinking, I can't really be bothered. I could just go to sleep. I've cut out coffee, so I think that's hit me. Day 3, no caffeine today, and I've been tired all day. I've done a bit of reading, I've had a few meetings, I've been doing some stuff, but I've been for my daily walk because I'm creating that habit too. And I'm human though, I feel it. I'm fairly motivated, I'm very passionate about what I do, I love what I do, but I do have an energy level and I do feel it. I do feel it when my energy's low. I'm going to go to bed early tonight and I'm going to make sure that I'm eating well. Cutting out the caffeine, I've noticed that I've been craving chocolate a lot more. So I ate some chocolate this afternoon and it doesn't make me feel great. I am aware that there is an energy, it's high in sugar, high in fat, but then you get an energy crash. It's so much better when you eat more nourishing food. And when you can have a positive mindset about it too, because I know that when I don't eat the best food, I don't feel the best. So then it's really tempting to beat myself up about that and think, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. You know better. I know about nutrition. I know about eating healthily. Do I always eat healthily? No, I'm human. And that's just what I wanted to say, really. So next Monday, I am starting my Eating for Energy, 28 days of Eating for Energy. I've got a couple of people signed up to that, and I'm looking forward to doing it. I'll be doing it myself because it's a work in progress. It's a practice. There is no one perfect diet. I don't promote a diet. I was speaking to someone earlier, and she said, with your nutrition, what do you promote? And I said, I don't promote one thing. I work very much on an individual approach and I find what works for you. And it all begins with mindfulness about your current eating habits, your current energy levels, and how you feel. Then we move on to habit formation, your current habits around what you eat and why you eat it, and how your emotions play a role in this, and how we can change these behaviours, how we can start really small and make tiny changes that add up over time to lead to big results. And then we look at goal setting. So many people go in with the big goal of, I want to lose a stone in however long. But if we don't change the way we think about that and the behaviours around achieving it, once you achieve that goal, once you lose that 1 stone or that 10 kilos, that drop a dress size, whatever that outcome is, if the process hasn't been put in place to make it long-term sustainable throughout the rest of your life, you'll just put it back on. That's what all crash diets do. They help you achieve an outcome-based goal, but without establishing the habits. It's a quick fix. It's an easy sell. It's easy to sell, drop half a stone in 30 days. It's easy to sell, drop a dress size before Christmas. It's a lot harder to sell Eating for Energy and change your habits and your lifestyle. But that is what I am selling. That is what I do. I help you increase your energy and your habits to create a healthier lifestyle. In the long run, it is definitely the better way to go about it. And I'm not perfect. I still work on it myself. I'm not going to claim to be perfect, but I can help you. I do help people. This is what I do. I help people improve their lifestyle. I help them become happier, healthier, and have more energy. And this live was to keep consistent. I didn't come on with a plan of what I was going to talk about. On my walk, because I'm creating that habit, I was listening to a podcast with James Smith and James Clear, both the Jameses that talk a lot about consistency and habits. So James Smith he was one of my greatest inspirations on keeping consistent to going live, keeping consistent to email marketing. And James Clear wrote Atomic Habits. He taught me all about habit stacking, and it was really interesting to read a whole book about it. I've been doing quite a lot of what I read in Atomic Habits before I even read about it. Processes that I've created. I'm very process driven over outcome driven. So when I was training to fight, when I first started kickboxing, I created the process of doing press ups every night before bed. I've done that for 9 years until I started suffering with my shoulder and I stopped. I like improving processes, and by improving the processes you create the habits and then you achieve the outcomes. So this is another process. This is a way of habit stacking going live on my Facebook profile after my kickboxing class. I do my kickboxing class without fail, so every Tuesday at 6:30 I know that I'm teaching my kickboxing class online, so it's easy to then habit stack going live straight after that. 7:15 on a Tuesday, I'll come live and I'll talk about what I'm currently doing. It's easy. It's easy to remember to do that. If I didn't have an existing habit that I was stacking that to, it's easy to put it off. It's easy to not do it. I don't have the most amount of energy tonight. I just want to go upstairs, have a light dinner and go to bed, go to sleep. I'll sleep well tonight because I'm tired, and that's how we get energy, eating good food and sleeping well. That's what I'm going to do. I don't need caffeine, I don't need coffee. I do need to manage my own energy, but I also need to remain consistent. So that's what I'm going to finish on. That's why I did this live. Consistency is key, especially when you're trying to form new habits or remove bad habits. A lot of people have said to me, well, you don't want to completely give up coffee. Why don't you just have one today? I was like, because I am creating a new habit of not consuming coffee. I don't want to habitually drink it. I will drink it for enjoyment, but at the moment I'm established. If I go back to it now, 3 days in, it will easily become a habit again. It's the same as if you eat chocolate every day. There's no reason why you need to give up chocolate for the rest of your life, but if you're removing that habit, it's best to remove it completely for a short amount of time. Change your habits around your chocolate consumption, my coffee consumption, whatever it is that you're changing your habit around. Then you can bring it back in on your terms, but not as a habit. You can bring it back in on your terms for enjoyment. Really interested in habit stacking? Can you post the link for the book you recommend? Yes, I can, definitely. I've also created a chart on it too, and I'm happy to speak to you more about it. I'm happy to I find it really interesting, everything that Atomic Habits teaches, and everything. Habit change is one of my biggest areas of interest. Like I said, when I read the book, a lot of it I was like, oh, this is what I do, but now I know how to describe it, and habit stacking is the perfect way, the perfect description. So I'll link the book, definitely, and I will share with you more of my insights on this, Felicity. I'd love to chat about it. Perhaps we could even read it as part of book club at some point, because it is, after Brené Brown, it's the second best book I've read this year. So in my mind, I was going between the two. Do we do Brené Brown or do we do James Clear Atomic Habits? I was like, personally, Brené Brown topped it, just because the whole lifestyle impact. But in terms of creating healthier habits, Atomic Habits is right up there in one of the best books I could recommend. So on that happy note, I'm going to go get my dinner, and I will send you the link. Thank you for listening, everybody, and have a lovely evening, day, morning, whenever you listen to this back. If you do listen to it back, let me know what you think. If you've read Atomic Habits, if you're interested in changing your habits and would like to discuss this further, this is something that I'm definitely happy to talk about. I'm also happy to use hypnosis on, so I am studying the hypnotherapy. I am training in that, and it is very effective at changing habits, removing habits. So there we go. Have a lovely evening. Bye bye.